Ever wished you could hit undo on a rash reaction? We've all been there, and that's precisely what we'll be cracking today. Get ready as we set sail on an enlightening voyage, revealing the might of refraining and mastering our emotional reflexes for an enriched life. This expedition is not about suppressing our reactions, but fostering a reflective, disciplined response to our surroundings. Today, we're about to dive deep into 15 empowering habits, your secret weapons to reign over your emotional territory. Picture this. We'll be using compelling visuals and picturesque landscapes to make this journey even more riveting. From the calming waves of mindfulness meditation to the nurturing warmth of self-compassion, each habit will unfold with its distinct advantages and tactics for managing our emotional world. So let's take a step towards diffusing that lurking tension in your relationships, enhancing your mental well-being, or simply unlocking a profound comprehension of yourself. This expedition guarantees revelations and game-changing strategies that can redefine your life. Are you geared up to navigate towards emotional supremacy? Brace yourself, we plunge into the first potent habit. Our first 3 habits revolve around calming the mind. Imagine a world where you can navigate the stormy seas of emotion with the grace of a seasoned sailor, the wind and waves having no influence over your course. That's the power of mindfulness meditation. This practice allows you to observe your emotions from the safe harbor of awareness, rather than being swept away by them. Picture being in a heated discussion. Instead of being carried by the wave of anger, mindfulness helps you step back, acknowledging the anger, but not being ruled by it. Now let's add another tool to our emotional stability toolkit: deep breathing. It's like an anchor that keeps your ship steady amidst the turbulent emotions. Deep breathing techniques activate your body's relaxation response, helping to quell the storm of stress and anxiety, bringing clarity and calm to your mind. So next time you find yourself in a tense situation, take a moment to breathe deeply. Feel the air filling your lungs. Hold it for a few seconds, then release it slowly. Notice how it helps you to regain your composure and think more clearly. But what if the waves of emotion are already crashing against your ship? That's where our third habit comes in. Pause before responding. It's like a lighthouse guiding you away from the rocky shores of impulsive reactions. When you feel a strong emotional response welling up, take a moment to pause. This brief moment of silence gives you enough time to gather your thoughts, to choose your words wisely, and to respond in a way that aligns with your true intentions rather than your immediate feelings. These 3 habits, mindfulness meditation, deep breathing, and pausing before responding, are like the compass, anchor, and lighthouse for your emotional ship. They guide you, keep you steady, and illuminate your path, helping you to navigate the turbulent seas of emotion with grace and control. Remember, a calm mind is a controlled mind. Understanding and managing your emotions is the next step. Imagine walking into a room and suddenly feeling a wave of anger, sadness, or frustration. You're not sure why, but something in this room triggers these intense feelings. This is where identifying your emotional triggers comes in. It's about recognizing the situations, people, or memories that spark these strong emotional reactions. It could be something as simple as a particular song or a certain type of weather. Once you've identified these triggers, you can work on strategies to manage them effectively. For instance, if being stuck in traffic makes you anxious, you could try leaving earlier or taking a different route. But while identifying triggers is important, so is understanding others. That's where empathy comes in. Imagine being in a heated argument. Instead of reacting with anger, try to see the situation from the other person's perspective. Maybe they're having a bad day or dealing with something you're not aware of. By practicing empathy, you can respond with compassion and understanding rather than anger. This doesn't mean you have to agree with them, but it can help diffuse tension and lead to a more productive conversation. Finally, let's talk about journaling. It's more than just writing about your day. It's a tool for self-awareness. By jotting down your thoughts and feelings, you can start to see patterns. Maybe you notice you're always stressed on Sundays because you're dreading the upcoming work week. Or perhaps you realize that whenever you talk to a certain friend, you feel drained and upset. Journaling can provide these insights, helping you understand your emotions better and find effective ways of managing them. So here's the takeaway. Identify your triggers, practice empathy, and keep a journal of your emotions. These habits won't change your emotional reactions overnight, but with time and practice, they can lead to better emotional control and, ultimately, a more peaceful and fulfilling life. By understanding your emotions, you take the first step towards controlling them. Before we continue, if you're finding this video helpful, please consider subscribing to our channel for more content like this. Your support helps us create and share more videos to guide you through life's challenges. Now, let's move on to the next set of habits. The next 4 habits focus on maintaining a healthy emotional balance. First, let's talk about physical exercise. Engaging in regular physical activity can be a powerful tool in managing emotional responses. When you exercise, your body releases endorphins, the so-called feel-good hormones, which help reduce feelings of stress and anxiety. Plus, regular physical activity promotes better sleep, boosts self-confidence, and provides a healthy distraction from negative thoughts. Think about the last time you went for a run or had a good workout at the gym. Remember that sense of accomplishment and calm that washed over you afterwards? That's the power of physical exercise. Next up is seeking support. We all need a reliable support system to help us navigate through life's ups and downs. Whether it's a trusted friend, a family member, or a professional therapist, talking about your emotions can provide a fresh perspective, validate your feelings, and offer potential solutions. You're not in this alone, and there's no shame in seeking help. Moving on, we have setting boundaries. This is about knowing your limits and communicating them effectively to others. If you're constantly feeling overwhelmed, stressed, or resentful, it might be a sign that your boundaries are being crossed. By setting clear boundaries, you protect your emotional well-being, prevent burnout, and maintain healthier relationships. Lastly, we have the habit of practicing gratitude. This is about shifting your focus from what's going wrong to what's going right in your life. It's about appreciating the big things like good health and loving relationships, and the small things like a warm cup of coffee or a beautiful sunset. Practicing gratitude doesn't mean ignoring life's challenges, but it can help you approach them from a place of abundance and strength, rather than scarcity and fear. So there you have it. Regular physical exercise, seeking support, setting boundaries, and practicing gratitude. These habits can promote emotional balance and resilience, providing a solid foundation to manage and control your emotions effectively. A healthy body and mind can provide the foundation for emotional control. Our final 5 habits are about creating a positive environment for emotional growth. Let's begin with limiting negative influences. This isn't about avoiding all negativity, but rather minimizing exposure to things that exacerbate emotional reactions. This may mean reducing time spent on social media, limiting consumption of negative news, or setting boundaries with toxic relationships. By doing so, you can create a more balanced emotional landscape. Next, we have developing coping strategies. These are personal, healthy mechanisms that help manage stress and emotions. Maybe it's listening to music, practicing a hobby, or spending time in nature. Your coping strategies should be activities that bring you joy and peace, allowing you to navigate emotional turbulence with greater ease. Thirdly, visualize success. This is a powerful tool in fostering emotional control. Picture yourself responding calmly and effectively in stressful situations. The more you visualize this, the more it reinforces positive behavioral patterns. It's like practicing for the emotional Olympics in your mind, and with enough practice, you'll be ready for the real event. Next, we need to stay present. This means not dwelling on past regrets or worrying about future outcomes. It's about focusing on the now. When you're fully in the present moment, anxiety and emotional reactivity tend to diminish. It's like being the eye of the storm, calm amidst the chaos. Finally, practice self-compassion. This is about treating yourself with kindness and understanding. It's about acknowledging that it's perfectly fine to experience and express emotions. What's important is striving to respond constructively. So, the next time you're facing an emotional challenge, remember to be gentle with yourself. These habits, when practiced consistently, can lead to improved emotional control. They can transform the way you interact with the world, making you not just a passive recipient of emotions, but a master of them. With these habits, you can cultivate an environment that fosters emotional control and growth. Let's quickly recap the 15 habits we've discussed today. We began with the power of mindfulness meditation, deep breathing and pausing before responding. These habits allow us to observe our emotions and respond thoughtfully rather than impulsively. We then explored identifying emotional triggers, practicing empathy, and journaling to gain insight into our emotional patterns. We also discussed the importance of physical exercise, seeking support, setting boundaries, and practicing gratitude for emotional balance. Lastly, we delved into limiting negative influences, developing coping strategies, visualizing success, staying present, and practicing self-compassion. Each of these habits can help us wield the power of not reacting. Thank you for watching. Remember to subscribe and join us on this journey towards emotional mastery.